What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Light Up the Woods, my YouTube channel. I am so very glad to see you. We've got a lot to catch up on, and so therefore, let's quickly go on to the intro so I can get the song stuck in your head. Here we go.
Light up the woods, light up the woods. One syllable at a time. Light up the woods, light up the woods. One video at a time. Light up the woods, light up the woods. One syllable at a time. Light up the woods, light up the woods. One video at a time.
All right, welcome back. We are on day 18 of our 30 lessons in 30 years, okay? So today we're going to start off by me trying to figure out if you're part of my tribe. So we're going to do a little bit of a questionnaire. Now, I need you to raise your hand when I say show your hands, okay? I'm serious. Okay, here we go. So raise your hand if you feel like in the pit of your gut, there is something so much greater inside of you. All right, cool. Same tribe. I feel it too. Okay. Now, show of hands. If you raise your hand for that one, if sometimes, most of the time, when you start working on something, eventually you start to not finish. Yeah, that's me. Okay, last one. Show of hands, how many of you are great at making excuses? Yeah, me too. Okay, great. So we're part of the same tribe. So this particular lesson, I'm going to be yelling at you. But remember, as I say in my blog, it's not that I'm yelling at you, I'm yelling at me. So don't take it personally. But if the shoe fits, baby, marry the prince. You feel me? Here we go. Today's lesson, one of the biggest lessons I have learned in my 30 young years of life is, it's not that you're incapable. You just don't want it bad enough. You don't. You are very much capable. You just don't want it bad enough. Insert whatever it is for you. You don't want it bad enough. That's what it is. Now, there was a few videos ago where I mentioned this story and I was like, I'm going to say this and bring the story back up again. This is the again. So I'm going to insert that clip and see you on the other side of that story. Okay, here we go. In that story, I told you about, the whole academic probation situation and how when push came to shove and I really had to do it, I got it done, right? So it's not that I was incapable of getting some fire grades. It's not that I was incapable of being a great student. I just didn't want it bad enough. Now, I'm going to tell you another little anecdote. I'm not really good at, what's the word I'm looking for? Exercising. Yeah. So I've always been a little thickums. Okay, my waist been up, down, and all around. Okay, and so has my waist. Hello. So a couple of years ago, I looked in the mirror and I was like, "Oh, sis, you looking a little chunky now." So I started doing what I usually do. I started working out, go to the gym, started taking my boxing classes again. Boom, fall off. So I lost a little bit of weight and I got comfortable. So I started the journey again. Fall off. Last year this time, last year I found out I had no friends because nobody told me. Nobody told me I had gotten so big. I stepped on the scale, baby. That thing said 218 pounds. I almost passed out in my kitchen, y'all. See, the problem is I'm a foodie. I love to I love to eat. Not only that, I'm a great cook. So I be cooking real good food and I be eating it. You know what I'm saying? But I was 218 pounds. I don't know when I got that big. I was distraught. At that moment, oh baby, I wanted it bad enough. This weight had to go. All right. But I didn't want to just lose like some simple little here, there, a little bit of weight. No. I didn't want to lose weight quickly either, because I know when you lose it quickly, you're getting it back just as quick. I needed to lose it in the most efficient way possible. So in the past year, I wanted it bad enough. The gym, got equipment for the house, started walking more. I mean, all the things, changed my diet. I mean, all the things. There was one point in time where I was working out 9 times a week. There's only 7 days. I was working 9 times a week. I wanted it bad enough. I did all the different little fasts here and again. I wanted it bad enough. Okay? And in a year's time, baby, I went from 118 pounds to 218 pounds to 177 pounds. Baby, I wanted it bad enough. This is not the first time I tried to lose weight. This is the first time I wanted it bad enough. So there's some things in your life that you just been kind of lollygagging, and you just been real laissez-faire about the whole situation. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here to tell you, baby, if you want it bad enough, I need you to get on up, figure out the plan, do the research, do what you got to do to get it done. And if you don't get it done, baby, it's either that, well, this just wasn't the path for you, and it led you to a different path, or you didn't want it bad enough. Now, I'm not just going to say you didn't want it bad enough and to leave you hanging. So you know I'm real big on practical steps. So I'm going to read some of the practical steps that I put in the blog. So go ahead over to lightupthewoods.com and you can read the whole thing. Now, practical step number 1, think positive. It starts here. It starts here. You see, the problem is never your ability. It's not here, right? It's here. You are very much capable, and I need you to tell yourself that I am capable. Matter of fact, repeat after me. I am capable. You didn't hear me say it. I am capable. Yes, you are. You've got to reprogram your mind. I need you to say, I can do this. No, I'm serious. Repeat after me. I can do this. Yes. Say, with God, anything is possible. Yes, it is. Think positive. Rewire your brain. When you are going into doing anything, you cannot go in there with doubt. You cannot go in there with a maybe. You cannot go in there with a try. You got to go in there with, I'm finna do it. And it's finna get done. Period. Make sense? Practical step number 2, learn to pivot. You got to learn to pivot. Here's the thing. When you are going for something that's going to elevate you, when you are going for something that's going to grow you, when you are going for something that's going to benefit you, especially if it is an assignment from God, there are going to be so many obstacles. They are going to throw things at you. Things are going to come out of nowhere. Learn to pivot. In my little weight loss journey, child, I had a gym membership and then I couldn't afford it no more. I started my boxing classes. I was losing some weight. Then the boxing gym shut down. I started walking to work because it was about 1.6 miles walking to work and back. The winter came. It was cold and I was not going to be walking. But every single step of the way, it was like, well, what can we do now? Okay, this didn't work. What's the next thing that I can do? Learn to pivot. Do not give up. Do not stop. Sometimes the challenge is proof that you are going the right way, because ain't nobody going to try to block you if you're trying to do something that's great. Yeah, people let people do stupid things all the time. You're doing something that's great. Learn to pivot. Don't let nothing stop you. Okay? Practical step number 3. Baby, knowledge is power. Research. Sometimes we stop doing things because we feel like we don't know enough about it, or, we get to a part where it's just like, I don't really know much about the research. Or we start to feel discouraged, like, I can't do it. Baby, there is nothing new under the sun. Somebody has done this or something like this before. Research. The more you learn, the more it encourages you to keep going. The more you learn, the more you feel like you're able to do it. The more you learn, sometimes you learn how to skip a step because whatever you learn from YouTube in university or Google teaches you that, I don't even need to do this thing. I could jump over here right there and keep it pushing. Research. Okay? Knowledge is power. Practical step number 4. Get an honest accountability partner or partners. Choose wisely. Sometimes, listen, here's the thing. We're not meant to do life by ourselves. Sometimes we need somebody to come alongside of you and be like, hey, keep going. That's why some people get personal trainers. That's why some people have a gym partner. That's why some people have mentors. Sometimes you need somebody to come alongside of you and remind you what you're doing. Somebody who's going to be like, hey, you said you was going to do this. I'm going to hold you accountable to it. But here's the thing. Getting an accountability partner is not just the only part of this. You also now have to submit to the authority that you gave them to hold you accountable. Your accountability partner can't come to you holding you accountable and you shun them. No. That's not how that works. If you give them the responsibility of holding you accountable, you have the responsibility of being held accountable. That makes sense? All right. Practical step number 5. Plan. Plan. I am a big fan of schedules and to-do lists and planning. Short-term goals, long-term goals. When you have a long-term goal, you gotta write baby steps in between to help you get there. Sometimes a lot of us stop because we feel like the thing is too far. Don't focus on that one right there. Focus on the baby steps. I believe you gotta manage your time same way you manage your money. Okay? Budget it. If you have a book that you want to write, all right, bet. I want to write a book by next August. Am I going to start thinking, August, I need this book done? No. I need to outline first. My outline, I'm going to make sure it's done by October. I bet. I'm going to write one chapter every 2 weeks. So that's 2 chapters a month. So by the end of the month, I need to have 2 chapters done. So I'm just focusing on it month by month. All right, by next July, I should have a rough draft done and ready to be edited, which means by June, I should have my editors picked and ready to receive it by July. Great. By August, I should be ready with my copy to be sent for the final edits so that you know what I'm saying? Baby steps. Baby steps. Plan. Schedule. You feel me? All right. Practical step number 6. Grace. Have grace for yourself. I know I said you don't want it bad enough. But sometimes you do when things, get in your way and you start to feel discouraged and you allow that to stop you. No. Have grace for yourself. There's a few times during my whole weight loss journey, I ain't work out for a couple of weeks. Right now, I haven't gone to the gym in 2 months because I got so busy. And when I don't go to the gym for long enough, child, you ain't finna see me. My mama called me. She's one of my accountability partners.
And she said, let me tell you something. After your birthday, you need to get back in the gym.
Okay. Fine. I will. Because I'm not done. I still got to Have grace for yourself. Sometimes you might fall off. Get back on. Sometimes things won't go the right way. Get back on. Sometimes you might mess up. That's okay. Fix the mistake. Get back on. Have grace for yourself. Just don't stop. Practical step number 7. Pray. Pray. Now, I wrote in my blog, Philippians 4:6, do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your request to God. Whatever it is that you're trying to work towards, whatever it is that maybe it is that you want it bad enough, but you seem to be struggling a little bit, pray. Submit it to the Lord. I promise you he'll help you. I promise you he'll send the people. I promise you he'll help clarify the vision for you. Pray. Now, those are just 7 of my steps, okay? And you can add some more. If you got some tips and tricks for some people to get some things done, you can put it in the comments, all right? Now, I thank y'all for listening. Go on to lightupthewoods.com and you can read the entire blog. And until I see you again, you have a duty to shine your light in this world. So, go on and light up the woods. Bye.